Many people believe they must choose between a low carbohydrate or keto diet, a carnivore diet, or a low fat diet to stay healthy and live longer. But is one of these eating patterns really better than the other when it comes to living a longer life? Eating about 100 grams of carbohydrates, mainly from beans, legumes, and lentils, is my choice. A large research recently looked at this important question, and the results surprised many people. The research followed more than 370,000 adults over many years, making it one of the largest nutrition research projects ever completed. The researchers wanted to see whether people eating low carbohydrate diets or low fat diets had a different risk of dying from heart disease, cancer, or any cause. But they also looked at something that many people often forget. They looked at the quality of the foods people were eating, not just the amount of carbohydrates or fat. This turned out to be one of the most important findings from the entire research. Many people think all low carbohydrate diets are the same, but they are not. A low carbohydrate diet can be built around vegetables, nuts, fish, eggs, olive oil, and beans. Or it can be built around processed meat, butter, refined foods, and sugary snacks with very little healthy plant food. The same is true for a low-fat diet. A healthy low-fat diet can include fruits, vegetables, whole grains, beans, and healthy sources of protein. But an unhealthy low-fat diet may replace healthy fats with white bread, sugary breakfast cereals, sweets, and highly processed foods. The research found that the quality of the diet mattered much more than whether it was low in carbohydrates or low in fat. People eating healthy low carbohydrate diets had a lower risk of dying during the research period. People eating healthy low fat diets also had a lower risk of dying compared with people eating poorer quality diets. But people following unhealthy low carbohydrate diets had a higher risk of death. People following unhealthy low-fat diets also had a higher risk of death. This tells us that simply cutting carbohydrates or cutting fat is not enough. The foods you choose every day make the biggest difference. Healthy low-carbohydrate diets usually included vegetables, nuts, legumes, whole food protein, fish, and healthy plant oils. These foods provide vitamins, minerals, fiber, and healthy fats that help the body work better. Healthy low-fat diets usually included fruits, vegetables, whole grains, beans, and lean protein foods. These foods also provide important nutrients that support the heart, brain, kidneys, and immune system. But unhealthy low-carbohydrate diets often included more processed meat, bacon, sausages, and foods high in saturated fat with fewer healthy plant foods. These eating patterns were linked with a greater risk of death from all causes. Unhealthy low-fat diets often replaced healthy fats with refined carbohydrates. These included white rice, white bread, cakes, biscuits, sweet drinks, and sugary desserts. For some people like me, even wholemeal bread or brown rice is not a good choice. I always go for beans and legumes with less than 50% carbohydrates by dry weight. These foods can quickly raise blood sugar levels and may increase inflammation over time. Many people avoid healthy fats because they think all fat is harmful, but healthy fats from olive oil, nuts, seeds, and fish can support heart health when eaten in sensible amounts. At the same time, many people avoid all carbohydrates, but not all carbohydrates are unhealthy. Beans, vegetables, and many fruits contain fiber and nutrients that help control blood sugar and improve digestion. The research reminds us that healthy carbohydrates and healthy fats can both be part of a long and healthy life. One interesting finding was that healthy low-carbohydrate diets were linked with a lower risk of dying from heart disease. Healthy low-fat diets were also linked with lower overall death rates. This means both eating patterns can support good health when the food choices are healthy, but neither eating pattern protects your health if it is filled with processed foods. While we are in the middle of the video, if you think this video is useful, click the like button and subscribe to my channel. It is a simple help to encourage me to make more videos. Many people ask which diet is best for people with diabetes. The answer is not exactly the same for everyone. Some people do very well with a lower carbohydrate eating pattern. Others do better with a balanced diet that includes healthy whole grain carbohydrates. The best eating plan is one that helps you keep healthy blood sugar levels while giving your body all the nutrients it needs. Research continues to show that highly processed foods increase the risk of many chronic diseases. These include heart disease, obesity, type 2 diabetes, and some cancers. Choosing more natural foods is one of the simplest ways to improve your health. Healthy eating is not about following strict rules forever. It is about making better choices most of the time. Filling your plate with colorful vegetables is a good place to start. Adding fish, beans, nuts, or lean meat provides good quality protein. Using olive oil instead of heavily processed cooking fats can also be helpful. Replacing sugary drinks with water or unsweetened tea is another simple change. Eating more fiber can help you feel full for longer and support healthy digestion. Fiber also helps slow the rise in blood sugar after meals. People who eat more whole foods often naturally reduce their intake of highly processed foods. This makes it easier to maintain a healthy weight over time. But healthy eating is only one part of staying healthy. Regular physical activity also lowers the risk of heart disease and many other health problems. Getting enough sleep helps the body repair itself and keeps hormones balanced. Managing stress is also important because long-term stress can affect blood sugar, blood pressure, and heart health. Not smoking remains one of the most powerful ways to increase life expectancy. Limiting alcohol can also reduce the risk of several diseases. The good news is that small changes made consistently can have a big impact over many years. You do not need a perfect diet to improve your health. Choosing healthier foods one meal at a time can make a real difference. The message from this large research is very clear. Healthy food quality matters much more than simply eating less fat or fewer carbohydrates. Both healthy low-carbohydrate diets and healthy low-fat diets were linked with better long-term health. But unhealthy versions of either eating pattern were linked with a higher risk of early death. Instead of asking whether carbohydrates or fat are the enemy, it may be better to ask whether your food is natural, nutritious, and minimally processed. That simple question may help guide better food choices every day. Making smart food choices today can improve your health for many years to come. Thanks. If you think this video is useful, click the like button and subscribe to my channel. It is a simple help to encourage me to make more videos.